Welcome to Barnstable Today. I'm Nick Cortez.
And I'm Kevin Friel. We'd like to remind you right at the beginning that the meetings we cover are available on demand at the town's website. You can log on at www.town.barnstable.ma.us.
The Regional Old Kings Highway Historic District Committee on Tuesday convened to hear an appeal from Cape Cod Community College on plans to erect a wind turbine on campus. Here, Chairman Peter Lamenzo details the scope of the committee's discussion.
Our challenge is, as I stated at the beginning, is in regard to determining whether the Barnstable Committee made a mistake of one of the 5 types. First of all, did the committee exceed its authority? Did the committee exercise poor judgment? Was the committee arbitrary, capricious, or erroneous in its actions? While you may have opinions about wind energy, while you may have opinions about the types of alternative energy that may be appropriate for the district, that is a responsibility that you have at each committee, and in that case it would be each application on its own merits.
Later, committee member Lawrence Houghton of Brewster offered his perspective on the discussion.
This has been a very frustrating afternoon for me because the decision that we're sitting here having to make has nothing whatsoever to do with the merits of the proposal and the plan of the community college. Our job is to act on just what Bill said, the issues that were laid out and the decision and how the decision was reached by the local committee.
After 4+ hours of debate and deliberation, Bill Collins of Sandwich offered this motion.
I make a motion that we support the decision of the Barnstable Historic District in denying the application.
I'll second it. Any further discussion? All those in favor? Aye. Aye. Any opposed? It's denied. Please,
After the decision is filed with the Barnstable Town Clerk's office, the college and state have 20 days to appeal the ruling to Barnstable District Court.
From one project that has seen its share of setbacks to another, this Thursday night's town council meeting could be a decisive one for the Barnstable Municipal Airport's terminal and access road projects. Earlier today, Nick sat down with Assistant Town Manager Tom Lynch for a preview of the airport's big presentation and a number of other agenda items.
Tom, I would say the main feature, or one of the main features of the upcoming meeting, has to do with the Barnstable Municipal Airport Commission, Airport Manager Bud Brialt. It's a big night for them. Talk a little bit about the presentation that's in store for the council.
Well, I think it comes on the heels of a public hearing they're having, tonight on their master plan, and now they're going to have a workshop to talk to the town council about the progress they've made on their key 19 proposals that they've had before the council for some time. I think if you've noticed, there's been a lot of activity, certainly at staff level, and a lot of activity out in the community of trying to move the whole project forward, and tonight, Thursday night, will be a big step toward that.
Certainly. Now, we spoke with Airport Manager Brialt earlier this morning on Barnstable This Morning, and he characterized himself as cautiously optimistic, but the tone in his voice was one of actually a substantial confidence that the airport will prove to the council and to the town manager that they've substantially met those conditions that were set forth in the 2007 resolve for conditional approval of the terminal project.
Certainly we'll see what questions the council members have, which is the whole purpose of the workshop before they actually bring, requests for funding before us or approved before us. But I know they've done yeoman work on the master plan, the traffic concerns, the funding commitments that are out there. All those things that the town manager and the airport commission have been working very hard on.
Now, just jumping around on the agenda a little bit here, Tom, I wanted to talk about an item under new business that actually deals with the airport as well. It's an acceptance of a grant for just a little over $1.6 million from the FAA. It's an additional grant to help pay for the air traffic control tower that's actually moving ahead very fast. Talk to me a little bit about this.
It's a supplemental appropriation for well over $1 million that they've gotten. That brings the total appropriation, I think, up to something like $4.3 million. And so they're feeling very good about that. It helps with the additional siting and design of the tower. The information that's provided says they hope to be working on that is by the end of this fiscal year, which is June 30th, and we could see construction shortly thereafter into the early summer.
Moving back up further on the agenda under old business, there are 3 changes or potential changes to amend the zoning ordinances in certain areas of town. Let's go through them one at a time. There's first a change in the business district regulations in Barnstable Village for the council to consider.
And these have come from the village themselves, of envisioning sessions and other meetings where they've brought them to us, and you know, they've suffered some economic downturn over in the village. They've had a couple of businesses leave, and I think they want to do what the Centerville business DCPC did, which is avoid any chain stores or formula stores from coming in and disrupt the village character. It's there. They naturally want to see economic development, but I don't think they want to see it taken over by certain formula stores. So the first is an attempt to limit that.
Now the second is a change to business district regulations in Hyannis, and I know that this has to do with various uses that are permitted in a certain zone in downtown Hyannis.
Well, and when the zoning was changed a few years ago, and they narrowed it down from I think 13 different districts down to say 7, they were asking for certain development to take place in certain sections of the village. So they created a medical and office zoning area over by the hospital, where they wanted to concentrate dental and medical services and whatever, and excluded them from the downtown area. And certain business owners have found that this has been a burden to them because they'd like to have a dental office or walk-in medical office in properties they own. So this is coming before the council to say, gee, do you want to permit that sort of dental or medical use in the downtown Hyannis area.
And the final potential zoning change the council will be considering is in Centerville along Route 132 to expand the business zone there to encompass one particular parcel.
Just one parcel. Right now it's Rose Lodge. There have been other business offices developed, and they'd like to just extend it, a few hundred feet to allow another office complex to go there.
And the final piece that I wanted to speak with you about here is back in new business. It's the acceptance of a grant from the Massachusetts Executive Office of Finance. This is the $3.75 million grant that was highly touted and actually prompted a visit from our governor in December.
When the town has taken votes to contribute our 25% of the reconstruction and replacement of the Barnstable bulkhead over there, this gives the council a chance to vote on accepting the $3.75 million. I think that's something that's going to go through fairly smoothly.
I would imagine so.
But under our rules, the council has to accept all these grants when people see them on there, and it gives the council a chance to know what sort of efforts are being made to go out and solicit and bring funding in.
For a complete copy of Thursday's agenda, log on to the Town Council page of the town's website.
Now it's time to take a look at this week's remaining meetings. For Wednesday, March 3rd, the airport is hosting a master draft plan. This evening, it's taking place in the Town Hall hearing room at 6:30. The Hyannis Main Street Waterfront Historic District Commission meets in the Selectmen's Conference Room at 7 o'clock. And finally, on Thursday, March 4th, the Town Council's meeting in the Town Hall hearing room that's set to begin at 7 o'clock.
Well, that's all the time we have for now. For Kevin Friel, I'm Nick Cortez. We'll see you next time on Barnstable Today.